From Voevodskys' colleagues, per the Times, his work changes the very meaning of what the equals sign means in mathematics. The foundations of math are like a constitutional document that spells out the governing rules all mathematicians agree to play by. He has given us a new constitution. Thomas Hales, University of Pittsburgh's contributions are so fundamental that it's impossible to imagine how things were thought of before him. Chris Kapolkin, University of Western Ontario, go deeper. The New York Times obituary of Vladimir Voevodsky. In response, Blackburn tweeted a video calling on her supporters to stand up against Silicon Valley. 10 days after issuing a waiver allowing foreign ships to provide aid to Puerto Rico, the Trump administration has let it expire. Trump was previously criticized for hesitating to suspend the century-old Jones Act, which prohibits foreign ships from bringing goods from one U.S. port to another, for Puerto Rico immediately after Hurricane Maria, particularly because he had issued such waivers following Harvey and Irma. Much of Puerto Rico is still short on fuel and water, though that is due in part to distribution issues rather than a lack of supplies. For context, stocks in 14 out of 29 companies in the S&P 500 retailing industry group have fallen in value this year, a time when more than 70% of stocks in the S&P 500 overall have risen in value, according to SP Capital IQ. Investors fear these companies' inability to raise prices without also losing market share to the likes of Amazon. CNN reports that Google will join Facebook and Twitter in testifying before the House and Senate Intelligence Committees at hearings on Russian election interference. A Google spokesperson declined to confirm the report. Why it matters: more information is coming out about Russian ads on Google products as the company conducts an internal investigation on an issue that has already become a major challenge for rival Facebook. Go Deeper news broke earlier today that Google had found ads from Russian actors on its services. More from Ivana's interview on her relationship with the president. I have the direct number to White House, but I don't really want to call him there because Melania is there and I don't really want to cause any kind of jealousy or something like that. On Don Jr.'s place in the Russia probe, I know that he was not involved at all in any wrongdoing. On Trump's decision to end DACA, I really don't know. I would not send away probably thousands and thousands of kids, which were born here. Methodology: CBS and YouGov surveyed 1,335 adults between September 26 and 28. What are inversions? When a U.S.-based company merges with an overseas company in order to relocate its headquarters for tax purposes. One of the most notable attempts was Pfizer trying to merge with Ireland-based Allergan, even though both company CEOs work out of New York, which prompted Treasury rules discouraging such behavior. Statement: Treasury believes that proposing to revoke the existing distribution regulations before the enactment of fundamental tax reform could make existing problems worse. If legislation does not entirely eliminate the need for the distribution regulations, Treasury will reassess the distribution rules, and Treasury and the IRS may then propose more streamlined and targeted regulations. But, if you were among those optimistic that the GOP tax plan would become law in 2017, this past weekend's insult-a-thon between President Trump and Sen. Bob Corker should give you serious pause. Welcome to the tax plan skeptics party. We've got plenty of punch. Plus, given that Treasury has not filed notice to appeal the Texas court ruling, it is unclear why a company would necessarily need to abide by the rule in the interim. The inversion note was included in a 200-page report that outlines proposed financial markets reforms, including ones that would roll back pieces of Dodd-Frank, including cuts to Volcker rule implementation and expand the Jobs Act of 2012 to encourage more IPOs, including by loosening the definition of emerging growth company.